Welcome to the What Zone, where forgotten minds echo louder than modern noise. You know Nikola Tesla as the father of alternating current, the man who lit up the modern world. But did you know he once talked to pigeons, refused to shake hands, and may have died with a death ray under his pillow? Today, we're diving into 10 of the strangest, most mind-bending facts about Tesla's life that prove this man wasn't just a genius. He was something else entirely. 1. He claimed to be born during a lightning storm. Nikola Tesla was born at midnight during a fierce lightning storm in 1856. The midwife reportedly called it a bad omen. His mother, however, whispered, "No, he will be a child of light." Decades later, the man would literally bring electricity to the world. Coincidence or cosmic foreshadowing? 2. He had an obsessive fear of pearls. Yes, pearls. Tesla had a deep, irrational hatred of pearls. He refused to speak to women who wore them, even his own secretary. One day, when a woman entered his office wearing a pearl necklace, he sent her home. To Tesla, certain visual patterns and textures were unbearable, a hint at possible OCD or synesthetic mind beyond our understanding. 3. He slept only 2 hours a day. Tesla claimed to sleep no more than 2 hours per night. He believed sleep was a waste of time and insisted that the human mind could be trained to transcend fatigue. Instead of sleeping, he walked, thought, wrote, and worked deep into the night, surrounded by coils, sparks, and silence. He once worked for 84 hours straight without rest. Not surprisingly, he suffered multiple mental breakdowns later in life. 4. He was celibate his entire life. Tesla never married, never had children, and claimed that celibacy was crucial for his scientific focus. He once said, "I do not think you can name many great inventions that have been made by married men." Some say he feared intimacy. Others believe he saw human relationships as a distraction from a far greater romance, his obsession with the laws of the universe. 5. He had a profound love for a pigeon. Late in life, Tesla spent his days in a hotel room in New York City, feeding pigeons. One white pigeon in particular became his companion. He said he loved it as a man loves a woman. "As long as I had her, there was a purpose to my life," he once wrote. When the pigeon died, Tesla claimed a blinding light filled his room, and he knew in that moment that his life's work was over. Was this the descent into madness, or simply the emotional cost of a life lived too deeply in the mind? 6. He hated jewelry and round objects. Pearls weren't Tesla's only aversion. He despised round objects, women's earrings, even the sight of hair. He calculated his footsteps when walking, had to wash his hands 3 times in a row. These behaviors paint a man living in hypersensitivity, not just intellectually, but neurologically. Perhaps Tesla's genius was inseparable from what today we might recognize as neurodivergence. 7. He believed he could receive signals from aliens. In 1899, while experimenting with his radio tower in Colorado Springs, Tesla reported receiving intelligent, repeating signals from outer space. He was convinced they came from Mars. The scientific world mocked him, but modern SETI scientists have admitted that his early observations were strangely consistent with real interstellar patterns. Was Tesla insane, or simply ahead of us again? 8. He had a photographic memory and could visualize entire machines. Tesla never needed blueprints. He claimed he could build entire machines in his mind, down to the last bolt, and run them for weeks before constructing them physically. If there was a flaw, he'd see it in his mind and redesign. I do not rush into actual work. When I get an idea, I start at once building it up in my imagination. He was an engineer of thought, a man who lived in dimensions the rest of us cannot enter. 9. He wanted to give the world free energy. Tesla's greatest project was the Wardenclyffe Tower, a wireless transmitter meant to provide free electricity to the world. But just before completion, his funding was cut. J.P. Morgan, who had backed the project, allegedly asked, "If anyone can draw power, where do we put the meter?" Wardenclyffe was torn down, the dream erased, and with it, Tesla's heart. 10. His death ray may have been real. Near the end of his life, Tesla spoke of a weapon he called teleforce, a so-called death ray capable of destroying entire armies. He said it could bring an end to war by making attack impossible. Many thought he was delusional. But after his death in 1943, the FBI seized all his papers and locked them away. Why would they do that if there was nothing to hide? To this day, many of his notes remain classified. Nikola Tesla was more than just a scientist. He was a paradox, a man obsessed with perfection and symmetry, yet lost in chaos and emotion. He was brilliant, but broken. A genius who gave light to the world while he lived in darkness. Where others saw limitations, Tesla saw patterns. Where others chased fame, Tesla chased truth. While Edison patented inventions, Tesla patented dreams. So here's the real question. Was Nikola Tesla simply strange, or was he proof that true genius always lies outside what we call normal? And between Tesla and Edison, who do you think better represents true brilliance? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We read every single one. If you enjoyed this journey into the forgotten mind of Tesla, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the What Zone, where curiosity isn't just welcome, it's worshipped. Until next time, stay strange.